Hello, my lovely tingle buddies. Welcome back to another ASMR video. So, in this video, I'm going to be going through and organizing all of these papers. These papers range from my 7th grade year to 9th grade year. None of these papers are from my 10th grade year because I'm going to make a separate video on what's in my binders, and that would be from my previous year, which was 10th grade. So if you guys didn't know this about me, I keep pretty much all of my schoolwork from my previous years, and I started doing this in 7th grade, and I've just kept it in my closet. But these are not the only papers I have. I have 2 binders on my left side, 2 binders on my right side. But these, for some reason, are not in a binder, so I'm assuming I threw the binders away. So I'm going to go through and organize these. I obviously cannot remember which papers were exactly from what grade. 9th grade I can pretty much remember, but 7th and 8th I'm not going to distinguish, so I'm just going to kind of organize them to what subject. So hopefully these paper sounds and me whispering can give you a very nice tingle. And if there is any background noise, excuse that. There's nothing I can do about it. And one thing before we begin, I did film a video yesterday, but I deleted it because there was too much background noise from the thunderstorms we were having where I live. It's been raining and thundering, and it was just too much in the background, and I did not want to keep it for you guys because I wanted these videos to be the best for you. But yes, so sorry about that, guys. So let's begin. So honestly, guys, I don't even know where to begin because there's so many papers, but we're gonna get through this together. So I do not know why there's gum paper. This is probably from 8th grade because I remember in the gym we used to do this cool trick with gum wrapper, and I've made a video on that, so if you want to see that, go check it out. But and also, you're probably wondering why I keep my papers. Basically, one day obviously I'm gonna throw them away, but just for like memorable reasons, like to remember stuff. I don't know. So this is genres and subgenres, so that's English, which in junior high it was called language. That's author's purpose. This is adverbs, and that's English. That's talking about narrative. English. This is English. English. Okay. I'm trying to remember what year though. Last year, because I knew I was going to keep my papers, I wrote the dates on most of my papers last year, but previous years I think I forgot, and this year I pretty much forgot too. So I'm going to put my English papers right here. Kinds of poetry. That's obviously English. Journal topic narrative. Oh, this is from 8th grade because this is I think, I don't know, never mind. We read some kind of book with a grandma in it in 8th grade as a class, and I was thinking that might be it, but I don't think that is. Oh well. Okay, types of paper, yeah. Right. So, I can't even read my own handwriting. Okay, this is nouns or pronouns. This was, I don't even know. So this is February 3rd, 2015. So I would have been in 8th grade. Yeah, I would have been my second semester of 8th grade. Yep. And that's English. I guess I have a lot of English papers. That's English. See, I used to write my R's really weird. Like, I would connect the loop at the very bottom so it looks like a D. And I actually seen a few of these papers yesterday, and I was kind of shocked at some of the stuff. Like, it wasn't the papers, it was what I wrote on my binder. I thought my handwriting was so good, and then I realized it looked like complete and utter trash. So this is our scores, because we had to do AR reading, which is like testing on books on the computer. And this is from 8th grade, because in high school you don't test on books. This is 8th grade. I'm assuming all my 7th and 8th grade papers are going to have my last name looking like that. 3rd 9-week study guide. Okay. So this is from 8th grade, because we it was our first year of doing Common Core state testing, so it's a lot different than we usually did. So we had to stay in the classrooms from like 8 o'clock to like 12 o'clock every day. We couldn't switch. And so our teacher would borrow a bunch of books from the library, simple books, and we would have to read and test on them. And she would have to sign off. Okay, so this is adjectives. I'm not going to go through all of these one by one, probably. March 26th, 15, that was 8th grade. March, April. Oh, here's what this was our like bell work, I think. If you don't know what bell work is, it's like work you do right when you come into class, like as the bell rings. And we had to write about our spring break, so I'll read a little bit of this. My spring break was and also I had bad grammar, so if this makes no sense, excuse me. My spring break was fun, even though I didn't do much. All spring break, I mainly watched YouTube. But first, on Saturday, I cleaned my room. Later on in the day, I helped my mom cook hamburgers. They were good. Then that night I watched the Kids' Choice Awards. It was good, but too short. The next day, which was Sunday, we went to meet my dad and never mind. I'm gonna have to blur that out. Okay, so this is prepositional phrases. And this is math. This is why. So anyway, this is math. So math pile. Go over here. So math. I think think a lot of this is going to be 7th and 8th grade because last year I kept everything in my binders because over here I see on my right, the 2 binders is from 8th grade, and then I have one binder that I know, not 8th grade, 9th grade, and then another binder only has like 3 pieces of paper in it, so I don't know what grade it's from. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, this is probably all going to be from 8th grade now. November 20th, 2014. This is from, wait, no, this is from 8th grade too, I guess. Yeah, the end of 14. Yeah, because I was in 9th grade the end of 2015, so math. And see, like I said before, all this stuff, like the math and stuff, we didn't start Common Core until my 8th grade year. So this was like totally like the hardest stuff ever. Okay, linear functions. It's so funny how we learned this in like 8th grade, but yet in my 10th grade year, I had to like completely like learn it all over again because I totally forgot. But since I failed, obviously I did this in 9th grade as well. So I'm holding it up because you can see the school name on it. I didn't think about that before I filmed this video. Okay, so this one's fun. This is from December 1st, assuming 2014. Oh wait. Okay, that didn't say the school. Never mind. I thought that said the school. So actually, this is from 8th grade too, but she gave us a note, like, cause okay, I had the same my 7th grade math teacher moved up to 8th grade with us, and then she moved up to 9th grade with us, and then I failed 9th grade, not 9th grade, but 9th grade math, so I had to repeat Algebra 1, so I ended up having her for the 4th time. And if you didn't know, I passed Algebra 1, guys. I'm so excited. You don't even understand how much excitement I'm going through. So this is, okay, this has the school name on it, but it's basically just work. Okay, titled Dark Tilted Squares. I really do wish I wrote dates on stuff. I keep forgetting that the school's names are on some of this stuff. Let me see. Okay. So I'm just gonna set this behind me because it's got some of the school names on it. And there's more. Okay. Well, all this is math, so I'm just gonna set it all in this pile. Okay, so this is some notes. See, a lot of the 8th grade stuff in math we did in 9th grade, and I did in 10th grade, obviously, like I just said, but so also in 8th grade we did a lot of handwritten notes because it was before we ended up using Common Core packets, so I actually preferred doing handwritten notes because I thought that I could do my own little like design, like my own little edged notes or whatever. So all these 2, 17, 15, yep. And if I were to do these by the date on the paper, that would, be too difficult, so I'm not doing that. So that's from, so all these are math notes. Yeah, I must have took them out of my binder. Ooh, I wrote Halloween on my paper. I did that on Halloween. And just to let you guys know, I've not looked at any of this stuff since then. So this is like slightly shocking that I still have all this. So this is from April 9th, 2015. So 8th grade. Jan, moving. I hope these are great paper sounds for you guys. I remember doing this. We had to guess the number of jelly beans in the jar. And I guessed, assumingly, 200. So I can't show that paper. But this is science, atmosphere climate. That's science. This is history. It says the Jackson error. So science is going over here, history is going over here. These are my scan charts. And so these are for math. And this is 8th grade, so yeah. So that goes over there. Here's some notes I took on little volume of a sphere, volume of a cone. This one is History, World to Civil Rights. And I think that's the end of these notes. So I think what I'm going to do here is, instead of going through all this on video, I'm going to go through a lot of this off camera in a minute, and then I'm going to just show you what was in my binders for my 9th grade year. And yeah, so that's what I think I'm going to do, because this is going to take forever, but I'm going to try to skip around a second. The 3 bases of adopted education. Teachers must be trained. Students are required to attend. I don't know what this is. This is, yeah, history. Actually, in 8th grade, that was the first year we could call it history. Before then, it was just social studies. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing with this paper. And also, I've kept all of my report cards and progress reports since 8th grade. Or no, I kept them since the second half of 7th grade. Also, I guess while I go through this, I'll tell you a little thing. So, in my 7th grade year, at the beginning of the year, I actually was sick. Not deadly sick, just like the flu or something. Not the flu, because then I wouldn't have been able to come to school at all. I had like bronchitis, and so I had to miss school for like 2 or 3 days. And then my second half of 7th grade, I had perfect attendance, and I guess that motivated me to keep the streak going. So from January to May of 7th grade, I had perfect attendance. From August to May in 8th grade, I had perfect attendance, so that would have been the whole year of 8th grade. I had perfect attendance. And also, I was really mad because they never gave me a reward for being for having perfect attendance, and I thought that they should have, because I thought that, you know, I deserved it. And I don't know why I drew hands or feet on this paper. This is garbage. I wrote my name on it. But anyway, so, I thought I deserved it or whatever. And, then 9th grade, I had perfect attendance. Or no. 9th grade I did not, because I think I missed one day the first semester of 9th grade, and the second semester when I got my teeth pulled for my braces. So I had to miss like 2 days for that, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that was the thing. And then 10th grade, I had perfect attendance the second semester. First semester of 10th grade, I missed one day because of a doctor's appointment, and that sucked. But the second semester, which was January to May, that just passed, I had perfect attendance. So I have a good, I don't miss many days of school. So this is history. So I'm going to go through these folded papers, and then I'm going to stop filming for a while. And then adverbs, January 1st. Oh, it doesn't say the date or the year. This is history. Oh, can't show that. That's just, I think that was from career day. Can't show that either. I drew an eye on this paper. It looks horrible, doesn't it? Yep, I know. And I can't show that. But I can show this. So in 8th grade, our teacher would print us off a bunch of these, and if we colored them, we would get extra points on our test. And she had like the whole wall filled of these. Like when we were in 7th grade, she started it, I think. When we were in 6th grade, she was a 7th grade teacher, and she had started it. And then when we came to 7th grade, we continued it, and then 8th grade, we continued it, and the wall just built up of a bunch of like pictures like this and that for people doing extra credit. So I'm going to go through this stack, and then I'm going to continue filming me go through my binders.